What? There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the strength of God was sufficient, and I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you got to let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Here we go. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. That's right. I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. What? With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Here we go. I release. Here we go. I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, only here for God. Last one, release, and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. We are free. I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yeah, yeah. Amen. Thank you.
That got everybody energized this morning. All right. So now it's time to begin our burning bowl ceremony, led by Reverend Patricia Keel. So I'm not sure how we're going to start it, but you'll come up and Reverend Patricia will start us. The stairway down.
So good morning again. I just want to make sure that everyone received one of these, which includes an envelope, a letter, and a very tiny piece of paper that will be what you will write what you're going to burn on. So if you didn't, raise your hand, and the ushers will give you that. And then the other thing is that we want to make sure you have a pen, and we have pens for you. If you need a pen, if you'd raise your hand. And we put books out because it's hard to write on your lap. So if you need a book, look in your aisle, and maybe Alan was a book putter-outer. See if we need any more books. We can pass them out. Anybody need a book? Great. So everyone's prepared. Yes? Prepared for the burning bowl? Good. Okay, and David has more if anybody needs, Joe needs something. So good, good. So this is just one of those really special services. It's a ritual, it's a ceremony, and it's an opportunity for us as the year ends to really reflect on things that happened in the past year and to really honor what came for us that might have felt like a struggle. And some of those things we're ready to release. And I was thinking about this, and I remembered there's a Bible story that kind of relates to this, and I never have used it before in the burning bowl, but I wanted to share it with you because I think it gives another twist for me to what this ceremony is that we're going to have today. And it's a story in Matthew 13. It's called the parable of the tares, or the parable of the wheat and the weeds. So Jesus put forth another parable. The kingdom of heaven may be compared to someone who sowed good seed in his field. But while everybody was asleep, an enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and then went away. So when the plants came up and bore grain, then the weeds appeared as well. And the slaves of the householder came and said to him, "Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where then did these weeds come from?" And he answered, "An enemy has done this." And the slaves said to him, "Then do you want us to go out and gather them?" But he replied, "No, for in the gathering the weeds, you would uproot the wheat along with them. Let both of them grow together until the harvest. And at the harvest time, I will tell the reapers, collect the weeds first and bind them in bundles to be burned, but gather the wheat into my barn." So interesting story. We're not talking about weeds and wheat, are we? What are we talking about? We're talking about the seeds that we plant in the field of our consciousness. And part of the burning bowl experience for us today is to take a little journey and see what are those weeds that may have been planted in consciousness. For some of us, it might have just been last year. For others of us, it was, lifetimes ago that certain thoughts were planted, certain habits were planted in us. The interesting thing about this story is what Jesus is saying in this parable is that they grow together. And in a sense, it's part of what our human experience is, isn't it? Sometimes we have thoughts that may not be the highest and most exalted in thoughts, or experiences that are challenging for us. Maybe it's a person that's really causing us a challenge in our life, or something physical in the body. But it's those kind of what we might call weeds that allow us to grow stronger in terms of the good things that are growing in our field of consciousness. That the wheat and the weeds literally grow together. But there is a time when it's time to gather those weeds, to gather those thoughts that have not served us, that are not allowing the best and the highest of who we are to continue to grow and bear fruit, which is what the wheat does. And this is that time. This is that time. We do that every year in Unity as part of the Burning Bowl series. It's a time for us to be willing to let go of those thought patterns that may no longer serve us anymore. Think about it if you're You know, what if you had saved everything that you got when you were a child and it was still in your house? You had your crib. You had your waterbed. I'm dating myself, but you know, all the clothes that you know, your bell bottoms, hey, which I guess are coming back into style. I don't know. I'm speaking to the choir here, but just imagine if we never release physical things in our life. We'd be hemmed in and buried. And the same thing goes for the things that we carry in consciousness. And again, it may be one of those thoughts that just keeps traveling through the mind, like an earwig that we keep hearing about who we are that isn't the truth of who we are. Or maybe it's a resentment that we've held for a long time towards somebody in our family, toward our parent who no longer is alive, that we hold inside of ourselves. You know, it's like they say when you have a forgiveness, it's like drinking poison and thinking the other person's going to die. But that's not what's happening. It's killing what's inside of us. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a short meditation, and you may find as you're going through the meditation that things pop into your consciousness. And it may be that that's a time you want to take out your little tiny piece of paper and just jot a word down. It's not the novel, it's not the story, it's just one little tiny word, because you see it's a small piece of paper. Even if you want to write on both sides, we're not giving out extra paper. This is your paper. So, because whatever it is you can put on this. We'll give you time after that, after the meditation, to continue to be in the stillness. But really what we're doing is we're allowing the presence of the divine to show you what it is that needs to be released in your life in this time. Then when you're ready, when you've either filled it up or maybe there's just one or two things on here, but you know this is it for me, we're going to invite you to go out this door, and our ushers, we've got David and Nancy and also Jeanette helping. They'll guide you to our burning bowl, and you just simply let this go and allow it to burn. And then we're going to head back through the office and come back this way. Jeanette will lead you, come back to your seat. And you can stay in a meditative time, a meditation experience. And after we've had our burning experience, we're going to take time for another meditation to really focus on what are those seeds? They've already been planted. The seeds, that wheat has already been planted. But what is it that's going to be growing in your field in 2025? And you're going to be writing a letter to the divine presence, to the God of your heart, to the living spirit of truth, however you know that presence, and offer gratitude for the whole year of 2025, thanking the divine for the incredible things that have happened in your year. I know some of you recently received your letters. Did some of you get your letters from last year? What was that like? Was that a kind of wonderful thing to see? Some of those things really happened for you in an incredible way. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be a more meditative service. I think we'll try to turn some of these lights out. It's a little bright. We still want you to be able to see, but yes?
Can you address what
I will, yeah. For those of you who are on Zoom, I want to make sure that you would go and get whatever you need to write on, and that you're not going to do any burning unless it's in your kitchen sink. No burning near your computer. We are holding harmless the Unity of Santa Rosa Church for any conflict. So just get your pen, get your paper. What we'll be doing is, I'll let you know at the end, you're going to be addressing your letter to yourself and turning them in. So those of you who are on Zoom, I'll explain. You're going to write your letter and put it inside another letter and send it to us at the church. So hopefully you'll understand as we go along. So I invite you to just sit prayerfully in your seat. And just be mindful that this is not a memorial to the past. And it's not a wishful thinking about the future. It's a time to really experience a deep inner awareness about who you are And it's a definite work that we'll be doing as we go through this process. You know, Charles Fillmore invited us to really be present to the 12 powers in our life. And so when we are going through this ritual, we actually will be bringing all the 12 powers into the service. We'll affirm, first of all, divine order, and know that everything has been happening in each of our lives just as it should, according to a divine plan. And as we release, the power of strength and the power of elimination will be used. And as we move into a time of forgiveness, we'll be calling upon our powers of love and will and spiritual understanding. So I invite you to relax in the body. Sit back and allow your breath to slow down for a moment. Open your heart and your mind and call forth that healing presence, the divine presence at this time of year, the whole presence of Spirit. I'm going to continue the meditation in the first person, but just let it, my words be your words, and feel them entering your heart and creating a meaning for you there. Taking in a deep breath, I relax my body and I clear my mind. And I prepare to receive the whole Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, the divine presence. I receive those images and impressions which are no longer serving my highest and best spiritual unfoldment. Breathe. Divine presence, Holy Spirit, I invite your sacred and holy presence into my awareness now. Show me what needs to be released, what needs to be forgiven. Bring to the surface my beliefs and attitudes that no longer serve me. If I've allowed myself to become a prisoner of the past, held hostage to worn out old beliefs, I see and know these are invisible chains in consciousness that bind me, and I'm willing to be set free. The doors to the prison are opened, and the key of awareness and forgiveness is now present. Taking in a deep breath, releasing. The past has no power over me. I forgive and release the past and allow the healing power of love into my life. God and the living Spirit of truth is my wholeness. I allow Spirit to move through any area of my life where the flow of love has been blocked, where I may have sabotaged my good. I release and I let it go. I take a deep breath and release. I release and forgive all people and situations of my past that may have caused me to hold on to any anger and resentment, any blame, or any shame. As images of those situations or those people rise to the surface, I'm able to gently say, I release you and let you go. I forgive you. I love you. And I release any fears that I may have been holding, either from the past or about the future. I forgive myself I forgive myself for all past mistakes I may have made. I forgive any aspect of my being, of my body, my mind, any unwise choices that I may have made. I forgive myself. I give it over to the healing power of God. I let down all barriers, and love moves in me now. Thy will be done through me, and I willingly forgive. I willingly surrender to the activity of unconditional love in my life. And I give thanks to the divine, to God, for the presence, the healing presence within me now. And now, through the name and through the power of a living Christ's presence, I offer my gratitude. And as it feels right, I begin to write on this paper those things that I'm ready to release. Begin to forgive, never releasing people, but simply whatever attachment I may have had, whatever old beliefs or habits. And whenever you're ready to release, you can get up and go out to the foyer and burn your paper. And perhaps you might silently repeat to yourself, I release and I let go. I'm only here for God, as your paper burns. You have to open both doors. It will never get through if we just do one person at a time. And now, as we have released and let go, it's time to take a moment to write a letter to God. It's really a letter to yourself, addressing the divine presence within yourself and affirming the good things that you desire to experience in the next coming year, 2025. Imagine yourself looking back on the year and writing a letter as if these things had already happened in your life. Perhaps things to do with your family, your physical health, your career, a relationship that you have. Write the letter in the present tense, either writing it to yourself or to the God of your heart, the divine presence within you. And write it as if it's already happened. It's already in the process, not that it will happen. Because you know what? It already is on its way to you. The seeds have been planted in your heart by the presence of the divine. Determine that next year is going to be the best year yet for you. That it'll be just what you want. Because you deserve the best and expect the best. The universe is conspiring for your highest and best. Just know that's true. You want to play some? We have a little letter writing music.
Someone singing kumbaya. Someone singing kumbaya. Someone singing Lord kumbaya. Oh Lord kumbaya.
If you finished your letter, you can fold it and put it in the envelope, seal the envelope, and address the envelope to yourself. And in a minute, we'll have the ushers pick the letters up. We'll give another minute or two for people to finish writing their letters. Music. If you're still writing, you could drop your letter into the offertory. And know that the church will mail these back to you near the end of 2025. And if you are on Zoom, if you would address your letter, seal it, address it to yourself, and put it in another envelope and send it to the church, we'll include your letters and send them back at the end of 2025. So the ushers are still picking up letters. Anyone, just wave your hand and she'll get it for you. Great. So I think we have a song to sing. I am free, I am unlimited. You all want to put the lights back on? I know it's going to be shocking. Get ready.